What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel for yet another video. And today I'm going to talk about my new office setup. I've always wanted a place where I could edit separate from everything else in my business. Ever since letting go of my staff in January, I've been back to being the sole proprietor, basically, in my company. But I've always wanted two specific spaces. Number one, a place where I could just edit, and that's it. And for the second space, I've always wanted to have a space that I could create in. And this definitely has given me that opportunity. So before I do a deep dive into my brand new setup here, I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a history as to my setups from over the years and to kind of see how they've evolved. Honestly, I'm just making this video more for me than anything else because I kind of want to see all of it put together. You know, I want to see the progressions that I've made. So when I very first started in making videos, there was a spare bedroom that I basically turned into an office as I was beginning to grow my business. And I cringe every time I see that footage now because I'm like, I've learned so much. And then I ended up moving into a one-bedroom apartment. The problem with that is that I can't work 10 feet from my bed. Like, it just doesn't work. You know, it's too easy to go take a nap. So I quickly realized that, well, after about 3 months of working out of my apartment in the same space that I eat, that I sleep, that I hang out, like, I needed a separation of space. So that led to me getting a private office spot in a co-working space called Top Floor. It's kind of neat to see some of those shots of, you know, things back then. It was also when I had my first hires. That was back when I had Wade, and also that was when I brought on Sonia. I started adding more staff. We were getting busier and busier, and I outgrew that tiny little two-man office space, and that's how we moved into the corner office at Top Floor. Lots of window room, the natural light was great, and we had a lot of fun in there. And those are days that I look back on with fondness and deep appreciation for Woody and Leanne and Sonia and all that we went through together as a company. And then in January of this year, I found a better, a bit cheaper office space for all of us to operate in, and that was at the Sidecar. So the Sidecar is a co-working office space here in Helena, only a couple blocks away from where I live, which is really awesome. But the space that we were going to take over was going to be for the three of us, Woody, Leanne, and myself. And the day that I moved in, I actually had to let them go. And this will be a separate video later, and I'm more than happy to talk about it in the comments below if you'd like. So I was in this space all by myself, and I was reminded every day of the staff that I lost. I just had this deep sense that I was like, you know what, if I'm gonna be alone, I need to get out of this space. It's too big. So when these two office spaces opened up just down the hall, I jumped at the chance to have them, and I was like, can I please paint? And he's like, yes, go for it. And I just made it my own, and I had a lot of fun basically over the 4th of July weekend getting this all put together. But ever since then, it's just been so nice to have the two aspects of my business separated. Editing over in the next room over there, and being in here where I could be the business owner, get the things, the tasks done that I need to do. And it's kind of cool to, like I said, come in here and create. So this is my editing suite, and again, this was a dedicated space just to edit. That's it, nothing else. The computer is hooked up via a Ethernet connection, and recently we got fiber optic internet, and I can tell you right now that a 50-minute YouTube video is uploaded to YouTube in about 3 minutes flat. It's absolutely insane. It takes YouTube longer to process the video now than it does for me to actually upload it. So wicked awesome speeds, keeps my workflow super fast, super tight. And you know, when I have the lights off and it's just me in my editing room, it's just a beautiful thing. There's no distractions. It's definitely everything I needed it to be. This particular space was completely white. You can see here by these pictures that you know, it was pretty much a stale room, and honestly, it's probably about as big as a well-sized walk-in closet. Like, it's not very big. You can tell in these after shots that the desk takes up almost the whole width of the room, and that's okay. And this is the main space. So I'm pretty excited about this one. Again, started with just a bunch of white walls, and it's literally right next to the editing suite. What I wanted to do in here was something fun. I wanted to be able to have something in the background that showcases my gear as kind of a nice little setup, but also a space in which I could create and feel free to create. And I can tell you that ever since getting this room done, the creativity has just been flowing. Also, because I have a rolling desk in this office, it makes it completely versatile. So as you can see here in this time lapse of me setting up the cameras and the lights for this particular video, you know, I have the freedom to move things around and to kind of make this space customizable. And that's really important to me, because when I want to create a video and I want to create more content, I want to be able to have that versatility and that flexibility for different projects. But the brick that you see is actually wall stickers, and they're well-placed wall stickers so that you can kind of not tell so much that it's not really brick. But I thought it gives a real cool contrast to the dark gray, and also it kind of helps bring out the gear a little bit. I mean, there's still some changes I want to make in here too, and that's the nice thing, right? Like, now that I'm in here, I can let the space evolve to my needs, and that is, oh, such a relief. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope this inspires you to go out and to start creating a space that allows for your creativity to come to life. Check out some of the other things on my YouTube channel. I've got a list of client work that I'm doing here this year, and also some previous years for client work that gives you some example of what I'm up to. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I don't care who you are, Lucky Charms is it's hard to have a bad day when you've got some Lucky Charms. I'm just saying, makes the editing process go much better, the whole 9 yards.